All right, let's get this going. Piggy Bank Pig Show. It's a little Thursday, December 8th, 2022. Um, 4-0 day yesterday. 3-0 day yesterday. Sorry. Um, yeah, sweep the board. West Virginia minus 17.5. We'll cash that. UConn -4. Cash. Bruins on the puck line. Cash. We end up winning over 4 units on the day. Or maybe a little bit less than 4. Let me see. But an absolutely like just an amazing day. Yeah, 3.95 units. Like I said, man, I'm the type of guy who watches all of his bets pretty much. I don't really like betting on half the board and shooting a lower percentage because I'm betting on so many things. And it's something I struggle to stay away from because it's like you feel like there's more opportunity on the board than there is, but sometimes you see shit wrong. And it's just like when you have too many bets that you can't even watch them, you don't really know what you got wrong. It's like, you know. But going to college basketball. Rutgers going to Ohio State. I personally like Ohio State in this matchup. I think they have a couple of big boys down there to stop the inside presence from Rutgers. They got Clifford Omiori still there. I feel like he's been there his whole career, right? All three. Yeah. So I mean, he's been like riddled with injuries and stuff, but he started for them for a while and become a great player. So, he's a great player. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I know too much about who these guys that Rutgers brought in were. They brought in a guard from Loyola, Maryland. They still have Caleb McConnell from the past 5 years or something. Yeah, Andre Hyatt, he was there last year. Paul Mulcahy's still there. Oh, Mawat Mag, he's still there. I mean, I think it's gonna be a good game for sure. I just think that Ohio State's getting real sneaky right now. They're getting really slept on. Like they're 6-2, and so is Rutgers. But like when your losses are at Duke and on a neutral floor in Maui against San Diego State, like it's pretty forgivable. So, me personally, I get sketchy at the beginning of conference play because sometimes you just want to give it a little bit of time. But I'm gonna go ahead and write that down. Like I think personally, Ohio State is like a top 20 roster. So I'm pretty high on them. I don't feel like I'm like overly high, but I really like this line. I feel like there's value on Ohio State. Ohio State's ranked 20th in KenPom. So for just like comparison, Maryland is 19, Arizona is 18, Arkansas is 17, Baylor is 16. They have losses to Duke and San Diego State. San Diego State's 27th currently. Duke is 13th. So if you don't think that Ohio State's on the same level as some of those names that I just shared, I feel like you're wrong. Continuity wise too, they have a ton of seniors. Like it seems like they mesh really well. Like I'm a fan of this team. And going over to look at Rutgers, 31. So, excellent defense as always. My one thing, right, is that when they went on the road to play Miami, I think that Miami's bad right now. And you can take that for what it's I mean, you can feel any type of way about that. I don't think they'll end the year being bad. Maybe they make the tournament. I'm a huge fan of their backcourt, but I'm just using the Miami game. It's comparable in KenPom rankings, kind of. They lost to Miami by 7 on the road, and Rutgers isn't exactly known for being a giant on the road. None of the Big Ten teams are, honestly. I feel like the Big Ten is one of the leagues where the home teams are usually the better bet. I don't think that these defensive numbers, they're ranked 6th in KenPom right now. I don't think these will stay. They swallowed Indiana whole, right? They got their first matchup. They only allowed 35 points, and that was against 346th ranked Columbia. They allow 50 to 300 ranked Sacred Heart. They allow 65 to 119th ranked UMass Lowell. They allowed 72 to 91st ranked Temple and lost the game. They allowed 46 to the 191st ranked Rider team. They allowed 49 to the 343rd ranked Central Connecticut team. So basically what I'm getting at here is I don't doubt that their offensive numbers are a little bit higher than they're going to be, and that their defensive numbers are a little bit lower than they're going to be. So I think that Ohio State has exhibited its ceiling and floor already. I thought their game against San Diego State, they looked absolutely like fidgety. I don't know. I wanted to be on Ohio State, but I couldn't get behind it. The problem to me is, though, like, Ohio State still scored 77 in that game. So I'm going to look for Ohio State to maybe take advantage of some of the holes in the defense that maybe lower tier teams couldn't find yet, because it seems like Miami was able to get through there. And Indiana is the worst team in the world on the road. So I don't give them too much credit for winning that game at home against Indiana. Say what you want. Moving down. I spent a lot of time on that game, but that's a game I know more about. Like, I don't want to come out here and tell you guys that I know a ton about the UMass matchup. Like, I could not tell you realistically the same information that I just gave you about those two teams for these two. So I will look at this game. I am not a fan of this UMass team like everyone else seems to be. I think they're good for sure. They beat good teams. I mean, the Murray State win was a good win. The Charlotte win was a good win. That's about it. Harvard, I'm not a fan of the Patriot League or the Ivy Leagues. I've come on and said that on this show about 3 days in a row now. I'm not a fan of the Ivies, so I'm not huge on that win. But if this line was a little bit thicker, like if I was getting like 5, I would like it. And maybe it came down. I don't know, but 3 is a small number to lay, and I understand why you want to lay that number, but I'm not in on that. I'm not following suit with that. Iowa State, Iowa. God, I love this matchup every year. Like, it's always because there's such a rivalry, but they're so different. They literally the game makes no sense when you watch it ever. I feel like they're so unpredictable. I think Iowa's starting to get like overrated and Iowa State's like underrated. But at the same time, I feel like this is the right line. Like, I don't look at this line and, like how I was saying for the Rutgers-Ohio State matchup, that Rutgers win over Indiana is giving them a little too much value for my liking. I don't feel the same way about this game. I think the Duke loss is giving Iowa the respect they deserve for playing with Duke and, their prior schedule, So my concern for Iowa State, personally, is just guard play. So they're not a deep team and they're slow, and that's how they get away with it. I just don't know if they have a point guard, man. Like, Jaron Holmes is the transfer that they brought in from the Bonnies, and I don't want to sit here and like, that's a 3.4 assists per game guy. That's kind of what I mean. So I'm worried that Iowa has the means at the guard position, and they don't even have point guards like that. Like, the McCaffrey brothers are like the smartest players in basketball. So if there's a team that I personally think can break this Iowa State trap that they have, it is an Iowa team. I'm a huge Fran McCaffrey fan. I think his offensive sets are beautiful. The discipline his team has is like insane. Um, so just me personally, I like Iowa a little bit, like not enough to take them and not enough to tell you to take them. My side is Iowa because they're the home team for one, and because I think they can find offensive success against these guys. Um, the Michigan Minnesota game. Um, I don't know. You know, because it is kind of like a Michigan sucks in my opinion, and so does Minnesota. I don't really know if I'm prepared to give. Hmm, I don't know. Hmm. So I guess this is a matter of how bad do you feel like Minnesota is, but there's no way in hell that I'm laying. Like you're only getting 5 points. I mean, holy shit! Like you're only getting 5 points. I like the under in this game, honestly. I think both these teams are fucking atrocious. I don't really understand this line. Um, let me. I just think if Minnesota's at home, I mean, clearly I'm right. Minnesota's at home, so they're getting the respect for being on home court. If they're only 4 point underdogs. So I didn't know this, but I'm just looking at this right now. So this is why the under is going to be a great bet. 340th in tempo. They are 309th in offensive possession length, 312th in defensive possession length. They allow the 46th, they allow the 64th best effective field goal percentage on defense, and they give up the fifth fewest free throws per game. Now, on the other side, they shoot an awful percentage, 228th in the country, and they are 215th in turnover percentage on offense. They are terrible at offensive rebounding, and they allow a ton of offensive rebounds. So they can't shoot. They can't make free throws. They're not extremely efficient on defense. I don't see why anyone would believe that they stand a chance in this game. Um, Again, the home team, something to be concerned about, but they've lost on their home floor to DePaul, a DePaul team I've faded countless times. I told all of my friends to fade them against St. John's yesterday. They've won. They've already lost the game on their home court. Their best win on a home court is against. Their best win of the season is against Cal Baptist, the 159th ranked team in KenPom, in a 1 point overtime win on a neutral floor. That one went to overtime. So I am extremely concerned that this team is straight up horrible, beyond bad, worst in Power Five type shit. So I don't know. I'm probably going to be on the under or Michigan. I actually don't think that Michigan's getting a lot of respect with that line. Moving on, Colorado State. Yeah, I feel like this is a rivalry, right? I don't know. Let me know if this is a rivalry. If you're one of the two people watching this, or one person watching this, man, is this a rivalry? Colorado State. What do you think? I'm not prepared to call it a rivalry. Okay. You? I swear, like I have a brand new computer, and I just like don't feel like it's not the computer. It's only ESPN. Like only ESPN doesn't work. But um, you know, this Colorado team's ass. These dudes cannot fucking shoot. It's like really embarrassing. When I bet on them last time, like I forget who did they play, bro. Was it the UMass game? I think it was against UMass. I just think that Colorado has a better roster than they're like shaping games together. to be. I'm getting really tired of trying to defend teams that underperform, you know? Uh I don't think Colorado State's very good. Um this is probably like not a great opinion to be given out right now, but like I watched one of their games and like Tanjay looked great. The coaching's still good as ever. They look sharp on offense. They don't turn the ball over too much or anything. It's not really that. It's not really a fundamental problem. It's more I don't see how they're going to tough out wins because they don't really have tough players, and that sounds bad. I don't I don't know. I'm trying to get ESPN to work. It's just not a great app. Um, me personally, I rode this Colorado State wagon into the dirt last year. So, like, I'm familiar with a lot of these dudes. Isaiah Stevens, John Tonje, like, these guys are back, bro. And they were good last year. They brought in Patrick Cartier. Cartier? I don't know. He's from Wisconsin. I'm assuming it's Cartier, not Cartier. But, apparently this dude's a bucket, a 6'8" senior, uh, scoring over 10 a game. Moores is back, the big guy. Um, he's having an all right season. He still hasn't gotten much better. That's kind of disappointing. I don't know. I just think like you're getting a rivalry and you're getting, like I just said, like you don't. I didn't want to be on like Iowa State with the 3 points, but maybe a 4 points makes me a little more comfortable. And I'm not like big on this Colorado team, dude. Like, unless Dion is in the stands, like getting people rowdy or some shit, like I don't want to be on these dudes. Like these guys have good wins. These guys have very good wins and very tough losses. I'll say right now, a lot of teams that aren't bad are going to lose to Northern Colorado because they shoot the lights out. So, um, like you look here, and this was the team that Houston embarrassed game one. Baylor shit on. Even like New Mexico got them good. So the other thing is they've beat a lot of the bad teams and even got that win over Colorado State. So, they're going to go on in the rest of the season. That was kind of their Super Bowl, but they get Colorado. I'm just saying, December 18th, when Northern Colorado plays Colorado, like if they win that game, you better hold it against them the same way that you're going to hold it against Colorado State. So, I like the 4 points. The win over LMU is beautiful to me and shows me they can play good basketball, score more points than they did last year. I believe that. I truly believe that. David Roddy was a slower player. I didn't think they were a bad offense at all. They were way better last year. But if they can keep their pace where they want it, play right and play smart, I don't see this Colorado team blowing the doors off of them, right? So Colorado State is 33rd in the country in points distribution coming from the 3-point line on defense. So that means that teams are scoring almost 40% of their points from the 3-point line on them. And if you remember me saying Colorado can't shoot for shit. So, like I said, I think it's a good matchup and a good opportunity for Colorado State to really run. Really just get out there and play a team that likes to play fast. Maybe get their offense a little more comfortable than like they're used to, So, yeah, I might take the points, man. I like it. I'm liking it. Moving on though. I spent a lot of time on that game. I liked my opinion on that one though. I sounded decent as hell right there. Let me know. The Utah boys, the Utes, that put the blemish on my Cats record. God damn, this team is good, bro. Let me tell you, people are gonna shit on that Washington State win, bro. That shit was serious. Washington State isn't great or anything, but they're decent, and it's an in-conference road game to start conference play. So that's a tough win, like whether you want it to be or not. But here's what I will say. Jacksonville State has talent. I don't exactly know why, but they've played in some good games. While they've played in those good games, I don't think that they're prepared to go across the country. Am I tweaking, or is Jacksonville not in Florida? Because, like, hold on. I'm tripping, aren't I? Jayville State. That's what they call it. Okay, it's in Alabama. It's not in Florida, but still. I guess I'm a little confused why they're playing like this Western Road tour. They went to New Mexico. Then they played Northern Colorado and North Dakota at home. Like, I know it was at home, but I don't know. But just looking, in all honesty, I am really starting to hate Utah. Just because they beat us and people aren't respecting them for how good they are. But like, dude, this is the 50th ranked team in KenPom, 29th in defense. And I literally came on here last time and said that their defense is fraudulent and that we were going to run right past it, and we scored 66 points. That's all I'm going to say. So, Jacksonville State's a 219th ranked team in KenPom. Terrible on defense, terrible on offense. Slow pace. They shoot a lot of threes, it looks like. Dude, this is a bad matchup. I'll tell you that much. When they played Alabama, they lost that game by 42. They played UIC and lost by 7. When they played New Mexico, they lost by 18. When they played Northern Colorado, that team that we were just talking about, they lost by 6. They beat the 257th ranked North Dakota State team and the 260th ranked East Tennessee State. So here's what I'm noticing right off the bat. When your effective field goal percentage defense is 3rd in the country and you're 3rd in the country at 3-point percentage allowed, you're walking into a death trap. I don't see Jacksonville State being able to get to the rim here. If you do, let me know how. I'd love to know what shit you think they have written up for this game, but seems like they're walking into what I didn't even believe to be a defensive buzzsaw, but it is. Like, this is not a team that you want to go play on the road. I think Utah is going to upset a couple teams. So they scheduled themselves like they knew something. All I'm going to say is Utah has TCU on the schedule. They have, let's see if there's any non-conference. I'm just trying to look for people that they scheduled to play personally, like they wanted to play. Well, so it looks like they already did. So they scheduled Sam Houston State. If you know anything about Sam Houston State, it's a great team. That's a tough team to play early in the season. Mississippi State, should have been a tournament team last year, almost was. Another tough team to play. Top 25 in KenPom right now. Arizona, I know it's in a conference, so it's like they had to play them, but still a good win. And now they kind of get like an easy little 2-game break at home before they go to BYU. So I'm gonna say right now they haven't played since the 4th. They're not tired. They're chilling. Yeah, Utah minus the bundle, I guess. I'll even write it down right under CSU +4. Yeah. Shit, dude, I'm laying 15.5 with Utah. I don't know. Because they're slow as hell. But I don't know how Jackson's gonna score. How's Jacksonville State gonna get points up? And I mean, they're 230th in KenPom in defense. Like, I would really, really hope that at least someone can get the ball in the net for Utah in that game. Let's get the hell off of college basketball. Right? That's it. Yeah. That's it. Cool. NHL season. What I'm gonna do is start pulling up Money Puck and looking at who is fucking playing, because some of the starters that are announced are on Money Puck already. Cool. All right, boys. What a slate, in my opinion. Maybe I just love hockey, dude. And like I do, but I love this slate today. The Predators are going to take on the Lightning. Why are the Predators favor or not like closer to even than this? 180 seems ridiculous. Bro, the Islanders, the Devils, the Ducks. 3 in a row. 3 wins in a row. 4 wins out of their last 5 with only a loss on the road to Detroit in a game they just couldn't get the offense going. Like, whatever, dude. They went on the road to New Jersey and won. They went on the road to New York and won. I like that. I like their odds to keep it close here. With the odds being this high, I'll check the puck line. That might be a good bet. So if you have to, I'm like getting to the point where I think that puck lines are like actually super solid bets if you can take the time to like fish odds, you know? Because it's like, it's a combination of like you can't take what you want because like, am I laying minus 165 on the Predators? Because at the end of the day, I might be getting the goal. Whatever, bro. That's still like in the cards of in the range of outcomes, you know. So to me personally, this Tampa team does not look like exceptional, but they look very good. They're still top of the league in my opinion, and that can't be debated, obviously. But I don't think that they look unstained. It doesn't look like they're impenetrable. That's all I'm gonna say. Odds seem a little out of touch with how good this Predators team has been playing. Yeah, but the line's set at 6, so I don't love the under, but um, I don't know. I'm seeing the under at 6 at plus 110. I like I like that. I don't particularly think either of these. Oh, never mind. Vasilevsky's not starting. That's why. Okay. Yeah, I like the over then actually. The Predators have been pretty tenacious. I didn't know that. So this is what I'm saying. I need to start having the goalies pulled up. I feel like the Predators have been a little underwhelming for sure. Like, you know, they're not good. They're not a good team. But if you really look at it, they have a chance. You know, they're 1 point back on Colorado and 2 points back on Minnesota. Like, people are really making it seem like they can't do this. Like, I know that no one likes the Predators. Worst name in sports. It's a good team though, right? You know, I don't know. I like the over. I'm gonna ink that. That seems like I see why it's 130. Do I even want to take it at 130? I mean, shit. That's what I'm saying. You got to fish for odds because it's like in the Preds Lightning game, I can get this bet at minus 130, but I might be able to get another under at 6.5 for like even, where it's just like maybe that's just better odds. Moving down. Kings leaves. Samsonov returns. Ugh, I hate the Kings. Like I said, dude, I always hate betting on the Kings. Just scare the hell out of me, honestly. I don't know. They're 2 of their last 5. They're starting a road trip. Getting Toronto coming home from the road trip only a couple days ago. So, yeah, I mean, you find your way to take the Toronto Maple Leafs in this one, but you know, I'd like to rock the over. I, you know, wouldn't be like terribly surprised if the Maple Leafs just pound them. I might even take the puck line. Yeah. In Toronto's last 4 wins, they've covered the puck line in all 4. So Like I said, you got to know where to lay the money with the puck lines. But let's just take a look at the money we're getting. Oh my God, you're getting plus 40. So that's like about what I had on the Bruins yesterday. So I had the Bruins. It was like 100 to win 145. You're getting the Bruins at Colorado with none of their players playing. Right here, it seems like I'm getting a shitty team going to a good team at plus 145. Against the Canes, they lost by 2. Overall on the road, not a good team. On the road, they are currently, it's embarrassing that they're in third, 7-5. So not terrible, but not great. I just don't really think that they can fuck with Toronto. How about it? Let me hear you. Let me hear your opinion. Toronto looks gross, dude. 8-2-3 at home. Their goal differential's at 17 right now. And like I was just saying how like it's embarrassing that the Kings are, the Kings have a -2 like goal differential. Like the Pacific Conference just like makes me angry because like I don't understand how all the worst teams are in the same. Like I just wish it wasn't like that. But I know they can't do anything about it. That's just a this year thing. But Toronto on the puck line. I'm gonna write it down. I don't know if I'll take it. I'll let you know on Twitter. So Leafs, puck line. Cool. Red Wings, Panthers. Don't want to bet on this personally, but I really like the way that the Red Wings have been playing. I think they've been upsetting or pushing a lot of teams a little bit farther than they thought they would. I thought they were going to be able to come within a couple or come within one in that Toronto game. They couldn't edge it out, and I thought they were going to win that one against Buffalo. Couldn't get it done. And unfortunately, Vegas came in and steamrolled them. But they go on the road and pick up two solid wins. They beat Columbus and they beat Tampa. So now they're going down to complete the Florida road trip, I guess, or not complete it, but get active. So you'd be looking at the puck line at 150 to get the 1 goal back. Money line of 170, over 6.5, under 6.5 is minus 115. Just me personally, I don't love the way that Florida's been playing in general. They're allowing a little bit too many goals for my taste, but at the same time, like I don't really want to bet the over in a Detroit Red Wings game. It's not really like a team that I look at and bet the over, and neither of the Florida Panthers. So I'm probably leaving it alone. But Winnipeg is going to St. Louis. God damn it, give me Winnipeg again. I don't know. I've bet on these dudes like way too many times, man. I'm getting nervous now. But this is a god-awful St. Louis team. I'm sick of it. They're god-awful. Like, get over it. Bennington's a fucking weirdo. Like, I'm done with these dudes. You've got to be done with these dudes. Like, these are full-on clowns, bro. I'm sorry. But, like, the Blues are a shit show, and the Winnipeg Jets are looking fucking up. Let me tell you. But between Morrissey and Kevin Connor, like, I think these dudes are gross. And having Hallebuck in goal. I watched that Panthers game. No, it wasn't Panthers game. It was the Ducks game. Was it the Ducks? Yeah, it was the Ducks game. So I want to say that out of these 5 W's that you see on the screen, I think I've bet on 3 of them and cashed on 3 of them. So of those 4 W's, I've cashed on 3 of them. And I lost the one that they did lose. I was on that game. Just like you can say that they'll struggle on the road, but it's like they haven't been terrible on the road. They haven't been good on the road, but they're a Kings level team on the road. So nothing crazy. But at the same time, St. Louis is only 5-6 defending their own ice. These guys aren't good. Give me the Winnipeg Jets on the money line and sprinkle some on that double money on the puck line. I don't like betting on teams to go on the road and whoop teams' ass, but like there is absolutely no way that you believe in a team they've covered the puck line in their last 4 losses. 2 of them being at home, 2 of them being at the road. They didn't cover the puck line 1 time. So that was against the Rangers, Penguins, Canes, and Stars. If you mean to tell me that the Winnipeg Jets aren't on the same level as those teams and you haven't been watching hockey and you don't respect like what Winnipeg's got going on, you know? That's my take, man. I think Winnipeg's really hot. I get that, but I think they're going to stay hot. I think it's just a well-rounded team. Just having the offensive firepower with Hellebuyck in goal, I, you know, it's like the Lightning from Walmart, in my opinion. I don't know. You take that how you want. They look damn good to me, though. I'm a fan. And their jerseys are fucking hard. Those alternates are so fire. Yeah, dude. I like that a lot. And I really don't know why the over-under is at 6. I like the over, personally. But I'm inking Jets money line. I'll definitely be on the Jets money line. I'll let you know on Twitter how much we're gonna throw on that. I might even hit a little parlay. Jets puck line and the over, and put like 0.1 unit on it. So for me, like $10. Put $10 on it. If it cashes, I'm bringing home, half a unit or whatever, maybe even more. Crazy odds. Senator Stars, because I need to get the hell out of here. I have no opinion on this game. I personally find Dallas to be kind of a sketchy team to bet the puck line with. They let Minnesota beat them in a shootout. They got 4-0'd by Toronto. But against these bad teams, man, they don't seem to have a problem. So I will say right now, Dallas is currently 7-3-3 at home. They're tied in points with Winnipeg, so it could be a big win. Winnipeg's playing tonight too, so both teams kind of need it. We'll see what happens, but dude, Ottawa is so miserable, but definitely playing better. So I really don't want to lay huge money or anything against the Senators. The Senators went on the road and beat the Rangers. I went on the road and beat the Kings, beat the Ducks on the road, lost to the Golden Knights and got absolutely destroyed. Got destroyed by the Sharks on the road. Got destroyed at home by the Devils. Got a win against the Sabres at home. It just looks like when they go on the road, they're competing at least. And it's just like 3-4 against Tampa, 3-4 against New Jersey. So I wouldn't take the puck line. I like the over, I guess. I don't really think anyone's going to stop Dallas's offense all year. It's just a matter of like, is Ottawa going to make this a 4-3 game and, piss all over people with the puck line, or people with the regulation win? I don't know, but I mean, I could see it getting over 6.5. I wouldn't want to take it, so I'm not going to advise you to, but that's what I got for you. Just to recap, after our perfect day yesterday, we were up 4 units yesterday. Coming out here, I gave out on the show. You got to look on Twitter. On Twitter is where my actual money is. I post my exact dollar amounts. A unit for me is $100. I post my exact units on Twitter. They are legit. That is the money that I am betting. It is the exact same. I don't lie. I don't fake my picks. I come on the show and even release myself getting embarrassed in video form. So I'm not afraid for you guys to see. Like, I went like 4-13 one week and lost like 8 units, 9 units. And I posted every single one on Twitter. I put a little ice cube next to my record because I was cold. But I also don't hesitate to post when I go fucking 13-1, like that one week where I was up like 11 units or whatever. So please just be the type of bettors who are for real. And it's just like, you understand consistency. Like, accuracy is never going to be above 70%. If I can shoot 70%, I'm going to be your guy, and you guys are going to keep coming back, and you're just paying me for my picks, winning money with me, watching my show. The show will always be free, obviously. I mean, I just enjoy doing this. I know no one even watches it. So, but anyway, OSU minus the 6, Colorado State +4, Utah minus 15.5. We're going Preds Lightning over 6, Leafs on the puck line, Jets on the money line, and I'll let you know on Twitter what we end up doing there. But I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here so I can get some bets in before games start. Yeah. Have a good one, boys. Best of luck to you today.